They were at the Beachland Ballroom. Guar tickets for you in about an hour. We're going hard this week. Korn and Evanescence are doing that show out at Blossom with Helmet end of this month, just a couple of weeks away there. So I'll have those for you later on. Trip to Vegas in the mix too. 5 o'clock is going to be when that keyword pops up for our iHeartRadio Music Festival, which happens, I think, second weekend of September. Out in Vegas, you and a pal will fly you out, put you up, throw you $1,000 since you'll be in Las Vegas after all. See how long, here's my your homework from me. See how long you can make that last. Because we only put you there for a few days, right? We get you to, there's something called the Daytime Village, where there's some baby bands or up-and-coming bands that are worth seeing. And then they have the big shebang at the T-Mobile Arena. We put you at all that. We get you $1,000. You could blow that easily in the first
minute or two.
I was going to say 30. Just to give you a little bit of rope there, but
no way.
But if you were to hang on to it, imagine coming back from Las Vegas and saying, "I've got $950 in my pocket," cool. Or you don't blow it,
double it.
You go, "I came back from the iHeartRadio Music Festival with $14,000."
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Mary's over here salivating.
Bro,
at the mere thought of that.
I've been watching my slot machine videos every morning. That's why I watch one while I eat breakfast, and I'm like, man, that'd be so cool.
So you're jonesing. I mean, you've banned yourself, but not mentally. You are just keeping yourself from physically going into the casino, but you're still jonesing.
I mean, I would love to. No. I watch these people. I watch high-limit slot players. So these people are betting tens of thousands of dollars. And they're betting like $100, $200 a spin. So I could never, even if I wasn't banned from the casino, I could never afford to gamble like that.
No, but these are very interesting and enthralling to you.
Yeah, because it's like, man, that'd be so cool. If I had 10 grand to take to just gamble away.
In your mind, if I had 10 grand... I'd go to the casino.
If I had 10 spare grand that it doesn't matter what I do with it, then yes, these people have a ton
But there's
of money.
never 10 spare $1,000.
When you have money like these people, yeah, there is.
You never have spare money. You take money and then you put it towards something.
This is toward their entertainment budget.
Right, entertainment budget.
They're gambling. This is my fun hobby budget.
If that was you, gambling, the casino would be your entertainment budget.
If I could afford it, yeah. Yeah. This lady did a... the one that I watch more than anyone else, she's called Lady Luck HQ. She did a breakdown of, because everyone's like, you never post your losing videos. How much money do you actually lose in a year? Yada, yada, yada. Because nobody wants to see a losing video. They want to see the winning videos. And she put a breakdown, and she spent like over $1 million last year, but she also won it back. She came out down like $100 grand on the year.
Yeah, people want to see her ROI.
Right, but so she's saying,
but for entertainment purposes, you just want to see the winning videos.
Well, and that's what her point was. She was like, "You will always lose. These machines are made to make you lose."
But why would you even play if you are made to lose?
Because that's her entertainment. That's what she likes to do.
Because you can't win if you don't play.
And she probably made more than $100 grand off YouTube last year, so she's not really losing.
That's what's smart about it. And that's what I was saying. That's what you should do.
I don't have the type of money to spend. You need to have so much money to spend, because $5 grand at a casino is gonna last you.
This is why your boyfriend's actually helping you by trying to dissuade you from these Italian vacations.
Well, we had to talk about that last night.
Oh, I bet.
You have a personality though that
I would crush if I had.
So I say do like lower ones. And then try and build it up.
Those. No one wants to watch you spin for 50 cents a spin. No one cares.
But people will watch you do.
It's boring.
People will watch you do almost anything. Also, I did want to say, before we get to the boyfriend stuff, I'm afraid that Mary might be having some sort of a gambling relapse. I don't know if you saw her Ruby Tuesday video, but she was really into that contest.
I was confused by that.
Why? What about it?
Because you've said you don't like ribs.
Now here's what this is. I don't like ribs. And when Ruby Tuesday reached out to me, hey, we have new rib flavors, I literally said, can I promote any other menu item? Because I am not a fan of ribs. The girl who's in charge of like their social media marketing actually listens to the show. And
she's heard you say don't like ribs.
Yes. So and they were like, no, this is the thing about our ribs. If it doesn't seem like it fits you, blah, 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 no problem. We can find
I don't like
else.
ribs either. They didn't come to me.
So they came to me. And they were like, just try the ribs. And I'm not kidding.
Bill likes ribs. She didn't go to Bill.
She didn't go to Bill.
Why didn't she go to Bill?
I don't know. Maybe she likes me more than him.
But you don't like what she's trying to sell.
On. Can I say something?
No,
Okay.
you don't like what she's trying to sell.
So they were like, you got to try them, blah, blah, blah. When I tell you, they were the best ribs I have ever had.
You're going to say that
No,
now. You're doing an
not,
advertisement for
I am
them.
not even exaggerating. I am on record as not liking ribs.
Yeah.
And when I even text Bill, I was like, dude. And I brought him leftover cold ribs. And he was like, dude, these are pretty
very good ribs.
But he likes ribs.
I do like
But my
ribs.
point
But
is,
even
is
cold,
that
they were good.
as someone who does not like them, I would eat them again.
You know how many endorsement campaigns are pitched to me and I have to turn them down because they wouldn't fit me? It's not part of my brand. I hate that word, but you understand what I'm saying,
I get what you're
right?
saying, yes.
You could have said, you need to hit Bill up. He loves ribs.
Right. Well, I tried it and they made a believer out of me. So how about that? That's more
I'm not
of a
worried about the
testament.
ribs. I'm worried about
That's more of a testament.
the contest that you're entering because it looked like you
The
were
spin to win contest.
The spin to win contest, which
Oh,
I
I
feel
didn't
like is
see
a
that.
slippery slope.
It's not a slippery slope. You just enter your email address, spin the wheel, and you get free appetizers, entries to music festivals. They're giving away $1 million worth of food and $1 million cash.
Just know, like, you get that itch again, and then all of a sudden, you're in a disguise walking into a casino.
I have a fake mustache on.
She's hiding behind a ficus. It's
I'm
moving
Marty
across the floor.
Samora.
No, it was. They were very, very good ribs. And Bill gave me a lot of crap about that video on YouTube or on.
Why? Because
I
you don't
know.
like ribs.
No, he was
What
saying.
crap-
I think
what
you were
crap did I
making
give you?
fun of it in general.
No, I was making. No, there's a guy that's like, why are you just holding up your phone case? And I just said, how do you think she filmed the video?
Yeah, a lot of people were
Wait,
pointing
what?
at. So, like, at one point, I have to scan the video. The video's on my Instagram and TikTok. I have to scan the QR code to get to the site, but I was using my phone to record the video. So I just held up my phone case.
Yeah.
And people are like, they like thought they got me.
They don't know how things work.
I know,
People
they're
don't
like,
know how things
She
work.
doesn't even have a phone.
That's what I was.
So many
that's all
dummies
I
think they're
pointed out.
geniuses.
And then, yeah, I think that's. I wasn't like, because I know what the whole thing is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Get the money, do the advertisement. I think that's great. It's
And
it's
also-
a silly little video, but when people are like, oh, you don't even have a phone in there.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
trying to
how
catch
did-
you or something.
how-
It's
how do you think
also
she filmed it?
very instructive in the sense that you told people Ruby Tuesday is still a thing.
Yeah, people didn't know. They're like, "Where's
They
one
didn't-
in Ohio?"
they go,
I said,
"What?"
Streetsboro and Elyria.
They
Get
just
in the car.
They just replaced the one by me with a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
I'm telling you,
But
Bill
they're all
Squire
over.
loves ribs.
Well, what I'm saying is I think it's more of a testament to have me try them and like them as someone who does not like ribs. That's how good these ribs are. They will transform a non-rib liker into a rib lover.
I think I know what's being transformed here. With the, yeah.
Bank account.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're.
We're all in the same game, sister, all right? You don't have to sell me.
They were very good, though. I will say that.
So anyway, your boyfriend hates you.
Oh, we're going to do this?
Well, no, we don't have to.
No,
It's
we
just
can.
you
It's not a
alluded to
problem.
it. End of the show, we got into a conversation purely by accident about you guys getting into an argument over vacations and what that costs, and he hears this.
Yes.
As do I. But you kind of got to live your life too.
Right.
But then he
So-
was texting you as we were going
'Cause he's like,
to the
"You
very
got
end
it
of the
all
show.
wrong.
Right.
That's
he
not
was
what happened."
He was castigating you for putting him in a bad light.
Well, he's like, you make me sound like this curmudgeon ass, and that's not what I am, you know? But so how the conversation actually started.
I don't think it makes him sound like a curmudgeon. You just get the point across that he is extraordinarily frugal in a way that you are not.
Correct.
Because he has different priorities than you
His
do.
priorities are retire, set up my daughter. Those are the two
Yes.
things he wants to do in
He doesn't
life.
want to be an 80-year-old garbage man,
But
which anyone can
I
understand.
totally get that. Those are his two goals in life, are to be 60 and not have to work anymore, and to make sure his daughter is set up for a college fund that, whatever she can use for school, or if she decides not to go to school, whatever it might be. But this is how the conversation started. So we were talking about taking vacation next year, and he said we can't take a vacation next year because we're getting a patio put in. And
which is not cheap.
I got mad at that because I was like, just because we're getting a patio put in doesn't mean we have to spend a year at home. That's ridiculous. And then he was like, well, it's expensive, so we can't be spending all this money on vacations and a patio. And then I started to get pissy because I was like, we have enough money to do both. And then this is where we disagree, is that in his mind, we don't. We have enough money to do one or the other.
This goes back to me saying there's no such thing as extra money.
Right. He's like, we don't have enough money.
Like, we had a new patio and driveway poured over the pandemic because we weren't going to travel anywhere.
Right. I get that.
In a normal year, we might not have done that.
Well, we have already agreed upon and looked into estimates and started the process of the patio. And then I started to get pissy, and I was like, well, fine, I don't want a patio then. I'd rather go on vacation than have a patio. And he's like, well, then why did we do all this with the patio?
Okay, fine, is her retort. Could you make your patio look like Italy?
Yes, we'll put a river under it.
Get a bunch of trellises, right? Leaves a bunch of garbage out.
Right.
I know he won't like that, but...
That was his point, was that we don't have the money to do both. And then that started the conversation from there of me saying, well, yes, we do. And then him being, well, I have to hit a certain dollar amount every month. And then I also have to put into Blake's college fund every month.
Is he aware that you're getting paid to lie about liking ribs?
I did like those ribs. It's not a lie. And he is aware of that.
Honey, what other things can you lie about liking that we can, how about, hi, I'm Mary Santora for Viagra. And I'll tell you something,
Man,
if
do
you...
I get
rock hard lady boners?
Hi, it's Mary Santora for I Think You Should Leave on Netflix.
If that ever happened, you would know it's a lie.
That's
I
right.
had to endorse
Like,
that
I actually
show.
came around. It's actually very funny.
It's on my TikTok.
If I told you guys I had to leave because I got a big writing gig in LA, and you're
Yep.
like, what's it on?
I think you should leave.
I think you should leave.
Up, but not out. I wrote that. Hey, Stan.
Hey guys.
Can I
I
call
had
you-
a brush with greatness a couple months ago I thought you might want to hear about.
A brush with greatness. Of course. I always want to hear about those.
I almost met one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
I was in the fair city of Berea, and I was in a parking lot outside of a ice cream shop, and I was listening to my favorite radio show, the Alan Cox Show.
I've heard of that.
And I was sitting in my car, and out of the Mootown Creamery comes this adorable young lady.
Wait. I'm sorry. The Mootown Creamery.
Yo, no joke,
place is
legit
good.
best ice cream.
It sounds
good.
like a brothel.
No, it's
okay.
like kind of like Cold Stone that you can put your own mix-ins and things like that. But they make all of their own ice cream.
And
All
they
right.
have
Phenomenal.
vegan ice cream.
They
And
have like
I
10
got-
vegan flavors. It's great.
Do they make any with donkey milk?
Not that I know of.
No ass milk up in there?
Not yet. I got a birthday cake there from for Tommy on my podcast. It was her birthday, and she's vegan, so I got her a vegan cake from there.
Yeah, they do a bunch of different vegan.
Okay, so
cakes.
Stan, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
That's fine. Anyhow, I was confused because I was listening to the show, and I thought it looked like Mary, but I didn't realize it was a rerun that I was listening to. So I'm thinking, at first I'm thinking, no, that can't be her because I'm listening to the show. So I was confused for a minute, and then I found out later it was when you were on that everybody was off because of your dad's funeral. And anyhow, they were just outside. She was out there with a couple of Utes. She had treated to ice cream. And by the time I realized who it was, they were starting to walk away. And I realized it was probably a rerun going on. And I thought to myself later of all the things I would have wanted to say, and the one I liked best, I wish I would have said to her was, aren't you on that new TV show about a frontier lawyer?
Everybody loves Mary, yeah. But you didn't say anything. You didn't even go, Mary!
He said he wasn't sure.
No, and I've been kicking myself.
Yeah, but you say it, and if they turn around, it's you. If they don't.
Mm-hmm.
It was just 2 minutes that they were there, and the first minute I was confused, and by the time I was sure it was her, they were walking away.
See, what I'm hearing is something different here, that Stan is trying to get the point across that I am not here. I'm at home in Chicago, burying my father, right? Mm-hmm. He's cold and going into the ground. An extraordinarily difficult time. And Mary is off getting ice cream. Thanks a lot, Mary.
Now, hold on. How do you know I wasn't crying into said ice cream?
Were you?
Yes.
It's the Mootown Creamery, not Cryery.
It was a bad day, so I had to steal some
It's not the
kids
Hoo Town Creamery.
and go cry into my ice cream.
She's one of my favorite comedians.
Aw,
She's
thanks,
really having
Dan.
a good time.
Thank you.
Well, I consider that a missed opportunity on your part, Stanley.
Always say hi.
Yeah.
I regretted it ever since. If I get the chance again, I definitely will.
Good.
You'll probably never get.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
You'll probably never get the chance again. See, now what you're going to have to do is hang out at the Mootown Creamery.
I'm there a lot.
Just, I'm there all the time.
There's a good chance you'll see me there.
There you go.
Oh, they're legit. They opened when I was in.
That's
like,
in
high school.
Berea?
Yeah.
Is it a chain?
No.
Oh, okay.
They might have one other location, but if they do, I don't know. I think they might have one. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to say to it. But the one in Berea, I've been going to since I was a kid.
Moo.
Real good.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So we've covered a lot. I like ribs now. My boyfriend and I are getting a patio, so we can't go on vacation.
Oh, so you have landed on patio, not vacation.
Well, no, I'm still going to try to push for both.
Push for both.
Yes.
It sounds like you're not going to... It doesn't sound like there's wiggle room there.
There can be. I'll pay for it. I don't care.
Oh, I thought maybe you'd like throw him some,
It doesn't matter.
Oh, because you
worth
live
money to
together.
him.
Because you live together,
Right.
Once you're cohabiting, you no longer have poontang leverage.
Well,
it's right there.
And it's also very good, so I don't want to deprive myself of it.
Like, he may not deserve it, but I deserve it.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
I'm not withholding
so
it
he
from
has
me.
the leverage.
Kind of.
Oh.
He knows it too. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, that's how the whole conversation started about the disagreement on our hypothetical vacation was because we are getting a patio and he says we can't afford both.
In his mind, it's not a hypothetical patio. It's a literal patio.
That's fine. It's a literal patio in my mind too. But
Is
just
this
because,
is there any negotiation about perhaps the patio doesn't have to be so big? Maybe the size of the patio where you're still getting a patio. But let's say, honey, how about if it's like the size of a book of stamps?
Why don't you build the patio so that
Hey!
we'll save on the labor cost?
There you go.
And it will...
because we would like it to be nice.
Could you pour
don't
your
think
own
you could make
concrete?
I could try.
a nice
You too.
patio? Are you doing... What kind of patio are you doing?
I don't know. A regular one? A concrete one?
Yeah, that's... I mean...
I don't know how to pour or mix or level
It's
a
all on
ground or do
YouTube.
any of that.
It's all on
We're going to
YouTube.
hire people who do this for a living, and that's fine.
Do you know anybody that works in that field?
I don't know. Hit me up if you do. We
My
need
dad,
a patio.
My dad.
Oh, hey, Squire Masonry. Come build us a patio.
He's busy.
So all you've got to do
That's
is
small
just,
potatoes for him. He's not going to do that.
He doesn't have time for small gigs.
No, I can probably talk to somebody, though.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know.
does he recommend that maybe you just, let's get some more feet in the email?
Well, we watched Whitney Cummings' new special on Netflix, and I think I laughed a time, singular laugh. He didn't like it at all. And he looked at me and he goes, why don't you do more jokes about sex? Because the last two female comedians we've seen on Netflix almost exclusively talk about sex.
But no one's laughing.
Well,
That's
they have Netflix specials.
Problem.
So he told me, in order to afford all the things that I want, I should start writing dirtier jokes about sex so I can get a Netflix special and we can have more money. That was his solution. So
Well, good luck with that.
we're going to do both.
The Netflix special and the patio?
The sex and the vacation.
Now, the only caveat is he told me there will be no sex on the vacation.
we're
That's the
also-
leverage that he's holding over me. Mootown has just opened a second location in North Ridgeville, people are telling me.
nice.
Isn't that right next to Berea?
North Ridgeville's closer to Strongsville, but...
No, that's
Aren't
North
those right
Royalton.
next to Berea?
Oh, no, North Ridgeville is
North Ridgeville's
out
closer
west.
to like Elyria and
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Lorraine and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Avon, closer to you actually.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. If I go due south,
You think
I'll go through
'cause
North Ridgeville.
I always get confused by that too because there's North Ridgeville and then there's North
I was
Royalton.
thinking
Royalton.
North
And it is confusing. Just like I always used to mix up Euclid and Elyria.
Yeah.
Because I'm that dumb that I'm like, well, they start with the same letter.
So they're the
they
same
have
place.
to be the same thing.
Which one is where all the people are having sex with dogs? That's how that's my mnemonic
Getting caught.
device. Yeah. The salt and the salted caramel, by the way, it comes from all the tears, people are telling me. So that's okay.
I'm enhancing my
Culinary experience. Now I get
by
it.
crying for your dead dad.
Now I
I
get
think
it.
we
I
are
appreciate
glossing
that.
over something though.
What?
Last two Netflix specials you watched start both with women
Yes.
and
I
They weren't-
think I'm picking up what you're laying down
and they
here.
weren't what?
That good. They weren't funny
Therefore.
almost at all. Therefore,
I
I
conclude-
should get a Netflix special so that everyone can see what a funny female comedian sounds like. That doesn't talk about sex.
Huh. But you do talk about sex in your act.
No, I don't.
At all?
Not really, no. I've never been that. I swear a lot, and I'm a dark comic. I'm not a very dirty comedian.
Well, I don't think talking about sex is dirty.
Well, you haven't watched these 2 specials.
I saw Whitney Cummings' special.
Did you enjoy it?
I like her. I didn't laugh.
So then that's
But the last
a
couple,
miss.
but she filled in last minute. Dennis Leary had this thing about a year after I came to Cleveland called the Rescue Me Comedy Tour. And it was him, and it was Lenny Clark, and it was Adam Ferrara, I think, was there. Mm-hmm. And it was, I forget who it was supposed to be, but Whitney Cummings was a last-minute replacement for someone. And it was the person I wanted to see. And I forget who it was. Mm-hmm. It was Dennis Leary, and I like Whitney Cummings. I did not laugh at her set.
That's what I was explaining to my boyfriend because he was upset that we watched the entire hour. He wanted to shut it off several times. And I was like, I've always liked her. But this one, I think, was just a miss for me.
I think a lot of these... I don't want to go down a road here because I'm just a guy. Mm-hmm. But I think there are a lot of comics in the age of doing podcasts that have turned their onstage sets into TED Talks. Yes. There's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of shower thoughts. Not a lot of jokes.
Punchlines, yeah.
A lot of setups. I like jokes, right?
Most people do.
I like jokes. And there are people who will make you laugh, and you kind of don't, it might not be a joke, per se. But I've noticed the last handful of those that I've watched, I've been like, okay. I mean, I like her. She's been on this show many times over the years. Like her a lot. I don't necessarily have to laugh. I thought I would. I didn't.
Alan, if you like jokes, then you're going to love the new special that I'm recording at the Funny Stop September 2nd and 3rd.
I mean, that sounds like a perfect
Setups,
Labor Day weekend.
Punchlines.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
All of the stuff.
And there's a little bit of sex jokes, but not a lot.
Setups and punchlines.
A lot of dark jokes, though. A lot of dark humor.
I don't believe that's the preferred nomenclature these days, Bill.
Black humor.
There you go. Let me take a break. If you want to text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com to hit us up otherwise or watch. And you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.